Happy fall, everyone. Welcome to the October edition of the Pilgrim Connection. Hasn't it just been beautiful outside lately? God has really blessed us with some great fall weather, and the leaves have been changing colors. He has also blessed us with growth in our church and school. Just this past Thursday night, members of the congregation were invited to assist the architect and campus planning committee to identify our needs as we move forward with the campus building project.
So this evening, what we're going to do in a little while is we're going to break up into planning sessions.
With every word, stroke of the pen, and clicking of the keyboard, Pilgrim's future is being formed.
Tonight's meeting was about gathering the people of Pilgrim together to think about the ministries and the activities that we have.
The large group of over 100 broke up into small groups Thursday evening to discuss our ministries and the necessary facilities to accommodate those ministries.
It gave us a chance to assess what our needs are for each group, how big a room we need, what things we need in that room, what rooms we need to be close to.
Among many, some of the needs that were brought up included technology access and advancement, an office for the pastor, spaces for music, and areas for athletics.
The biggest thing that I saw when I went around each of the groups is just that there needs to be more space.
Tom Schermerhorn is with Excel Engineering in Fond du Lac and is the principal architect on the project. He has worked with about 75 WELS congregations to develop many different types of facilities, such as for worship and education.
Right now, there's a lot of activities and not a lot of space. It's pretty cramped, pretty crowded in general.
Another need that was brought up was to make the church and school a more welcoming place for those visitors coming for the very first time.
So I heard a lot of conversation about a larger narthex of the church and just gathering spaces, perhaps a lobby area outside a central office where people could gather and wait and be greeted.
Once Mr. Schermerhorn and his team has gathered and organized all the input from Pilgrim, they will then be working with the campus planning committee to put together conceptual drawings and ultimately the master building plan.
I think it'll be very useful for the planning so that we have the spaces we need.
Mr. Schermerhorn says that the plan is to work with the campus planning committee late this year and into early next year, and then present the master building plan to the congregation at the annual meeting at the end of January.
I think it was a great turnout this evening, and there seems to be a lot of excitement, and I just hope that we can continue that excitement and carry that forward and praise God for what He's given us.
It's truly a very exciting time as we progress with this campus expansion project. We ask that the Lord guide us in this journey in whatever way He sees fit. And now on to our next story. Many of us have already heard Mr. David Porth fill God's house with beautiful music on Sunday mornings. But what led him to where he is today? We sit down with Mr. Porth to learn more about Pilgrim's new 7th and 8th grade teacher.
If Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music were to sing about Mr. Porth's favorite things instead of
brown paper packages tied up with strings,
it would probably be the Packers, Cars, and
I love shopping at Target, and my favorite restaurant is Chili's.
These are a few of my favorite things.
And speaking of The Sound of Music, music is also one of Mr. Porth's favorite things.
Chief instruments are the piano and organ, as many people have heard in church. I also play a little bit of guitar and also accordion.
After attending a music camp in 7th and 8th grade at Luther Prep in Watertown, Wisconsin, the Jackson native found his love for music. He later attended there for high school, and then on to Martin Luther College, where he completed his undergrad this past May. Not only did he find his passion for music while in school, he also found his soon-to-be wife, who too shares his love for music.
Had to marry an organist. No, that's just the way it worked. That wasn't a requirement.
While on a choir tour bus in high school, Mr. Porth met Naomi from Manitowoc.
Had that love for music and teaching, and just things kind of clicked, went from there, and now we're engaged.
And that now leads him to Pilgrim.
Okay, number 4, let's go to Micah.
Upon graduating with a BS in elementary education, he requested that the WELS keep him in the area in order to attend Concordia for a master's in church music starting in the summer of 2015.
Pilgrim has been a very friendly place from the first day that I came.
And although he admits he was a bit nervous coming in, he says he found both the parents and fellow faculty to be very supportive.
Being the first time, it's my first time for everything. Anytime I can ask Mr. Creasy or any of the other teachers, and they've been a great help.
Already quite familiar with technology, and that's good for us.
Mr. Porth is excited to continue teaching using the new technology Pilgrim has, and hopes to continue to develop into a stronger teacher.
I just thank the people of Pilgrim for the time we've spent already together.
Aside from Cars and the Packers, Mr. Porth says he also enjoys traveling, having played music in WELS churches from Alaska to Florida and many states in between. Well, that'll do it for this month's Pilgrim Connection. A quick congratulations to the Pilgrim soccer team as they took first place in the LAA Championship earlier this month at Wisconsin Lutheran High School. Congrats to you guys and all the other teams at Pilgrim on great seasons. And lastly, with trick-or-treating right around the corner, a lot of kids are getting ready to dress up as their favorite superhero or princess, but check out this photo. These two little ones coincidentally dressed up as each other one day at school. This is Elise and Cameron matching each other, and Isabel in the back. And they are all kindergartners here at Pilgrim. Well, we'll see you next month, and God bless.